about a critical problem that forced me to completely rethink my messaging architecture and led to what I consider the most elegant design decision in this entire system. The crisis. ON explosion in my early implementation. I hit a wall. Look at this chaos. Every single user connection opened its own Redis subscription to listen for results. With 500 concurrent users, I had 500 Redis connections. I was literally running out of file handles. The system was grinding to a halt with a classic too many open files panic. This is what I call the naive subscriber pattern, and it simply doesn't scale. I needed a fundamental rethink. The solution, dual channel philosophy. What emerged from that crisis is this: a dual channel architecture where I use two distinct data pipelines flowing in opposite directions, each optimized for a completely different purpose. On the left, the outbound pipeline, task distribution via Redis Streams. See these thick, solid pipelines with persistent symbols. When the Go gateway receives an audio chunk, it pushes it into the stream. The data is durable, persistent to disk. If Redis crashes and restarts, these tasks are still there. Workers pull from this stream using XRead group. Consumer group semantics guarantee. Each task is processed exactly once. Notice the autoclaim annotation. This is where my zero loss recovery happens. This channel is designed for reliability. Tasks are critical business data. I cannot afford to lose them. On the right, the inbound pipeline result notification via Redis pub. Sub now here is where I solved that ON explosion. See these thin, lightning, fast wireless pipelines with speed lines. When the worker finishes processing, it publishes the result to a pub or sub channel. There is no persistence here. It is fire and forget. If a client has disconnected, the message is simply dropped, but the latency, sub-millisecond. Instant push to WebSocket clients. And here is the critical optimization. Instead of 500 users creating 500 subscriptions, I have one global result subscriber, a single background Go routine in the Go gateway that subscribes to this channel. When a result comes in, it looks up the corresponding WebSocket connection in memory based on the session ID and pushes it directly to that specific client. The impact. I reduced Redis subscription connections from ON complexity, scaling linearly with users to O1, constant regardless of how many users connect. This is just an optimization. It is a fundamental architectural shift that makes true horizontal scaling possible. This channel is designed for performance. Results are ephemeral UI updates. If a user refreshes their browser, I don't need to replay all previous results. The trade-off matrix. Look at this comparison table floating between the pipelines. This is the trade-off matrix. Redis streams, persistence. At least once delivery. Task queue semantics. Redis PUB, sub, ultra, low latency, fire, and forget. Real-time notifications. I am using the right tool for each job. This is what I call separation of concerns at the messaging layer. Streams for reliability. Pub bor sub for real. Time performance maximum system efficiency without compromise.